Mother Teresa, Dr. Seuss, Gandhi. Is it possible that these enlightened historical figures were total scumbags? That's what we try to decide each week here on Scumbags of History, where we pick through the dirty underwear pile of lesser-known facts about some of the famous people society has put on a pedestal. We're your hosts, confirmed scumbags, Mateen Stewart.
I'm Brittany Schmitt.
We're comedians, not historians. We're probably going to get some stuff wrong from time to time, so I repeat, do not use us as a reference on your research papers.
Use AI.
Yes. Let's get started, scumbags.
I'm talking about scumbags of history. Talking about these people suck ass. They were pieces of shit. They still pieces of shit. Scumbags of history. Scumbags of history.
All right, today,
Martine,
yeah, I've been called worse, but we're talking about American president. He was the 15th president. I believe he was the 15th.
15th? I thought he was like the third.
No, he was like the 15th president of the United States.
Oh my God.
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh my God.
Sure, he freed the slaves, but he was using the N-word and telling black jokes while writing the Emancipation Proclamation.
It was the times, man.
I mean, but like as he's writing it about freedom, he's like, hey, these N-words are gonna love this. Jokes on them. It won't change anything.
Oh man.
Yeah. Tell me what you know about Abraham Lincoln.
Old Abraham, would you believe if I told you I don't know anything about him?
Yes, I would.
Believe I didn't even know. I thought he was like the second president. I thought it was like George Washington and then Abraham Lincoln.
No.
And then.
So you don't know how time works. So Abraham Lincoln.
Hey, no. Let me finish telling you what I know.
What else is he? What do you know?
He always wore that stupid hat.
Okay.
He would never take that fucking hat off. He definitely did not have Manscaped because his beard was never trimmed. He had a wild beard.
A Riley beard. Oh, so he wasn't the 15th. He was the 16th president.
Okay, so I think he was the one that did the Civil War.
Did it?
I think he was like, we should stop being so racist, and he sent some people down there and was like, let's.
So he was a president during the Civil War. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what he was.
Oh, okay, good.
He was
good.
a president.
Yeah, I think he was like, we shouldn't do that, and then apparently, according to you, he was saying the N-word. But I mean,
well, he was saying the N-word while he was
saying
making
the N-word.
Well, he's making
a joke.
He was making
and
jokes.
Enslaving black people are two very different.
But
things.
he's like making jokes about black people while he's talking about freeing them.
But he talked about freeing them, and he did it. He talked the talk. He walked the walk.
Well, we'll learn why he did it, and what he was doing while he was doing it.
Okay, Mateen.
Yes, this is
Mateen. I'm telling you what I know.
Yes, and I'm
as
telling you,
proud
Wisconsin,
borderline retarded.
You're an American.
As somebody.
Okay, do you know what dollar bill he's on? You could tell she don't fuck with broke people.
I don't fuck.
You almost said it. You almost said
digital, it. The $5 bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fuck with.
And you know what coin he's on?
The penny.
The penny. Yeah. He's on the penny.
Yeah. So I don't interact with that currency ever.
You don't. No pennies. We shouldn't have pennies.
No, I have a digital wallet.
Yeah, we shouldn't have pennies.
You can Venmo me at it's Brittany Schmitt.
Did you ever see the Lincoln movie?
No.
You never saw the Lincoln movie?
No, I heard it was good. It was that Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah,
I heard he fucked it up.
He did. He did a really good job.
Daniel Day-Lewis has done like 3 movies ever and like wins an Oscar for
everyone.
Right? Yeah.
But he did play Abraham Lincoln.
Right. I should watch it maybe.
You should.
I won't, but I'll say that I will. Okay, so anyway.
So here's
hang on, let me fucking finish my knowledge.
Okay, go for it.
He went to the fucking movies or the play.
Yes, he went to the play.
And then he lost his life.
He got assassinated. He got assassinated
by Wilkes Booth.
Yeah, John Wilkes Booth.
Bulk, I'm good. Jesus Christ.
Who was an actor.
Who was an actor? He was out of work. He was on strike.
He was on strike.
He was striking and then also striking with a bullet.
It's the equivalent of like.
You know, I'm a sharpshooter.
I know. I saw you. I've seen you shoot guns before.
I'm a fucking sharpshooter.
Well, you're from Wisconsin. You're born with a pacifier and a gun.
My dad owns 63 guns, and I'm a better shot than him.
I remember the funniest thing one of the funniest things you told me is how your dad didn't want to come see you in Illinois because his gun license was suspended.
Yeah, No, it wasn't that. It was his concealed carry.
Carry was suspended.
It wasn't suspended. It just expired.
Oh, it was
he doesn't,
okay.
Yeah,
well,
he doesn't like.
Well, expired. That's
yeah,
suspended.
Yeah.
That's right.
But Chicago's too dangerous. He's like, I'm not coming to Chirac.
Without my gun.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not coming if I'm not strapped.
He did not cross state lines.
He came.
But he didn't bring his gun.
But he didn't. No, he did. He didn't have it on his person, but
he
it
didn't
was in his
conceal it.
car.
Yeah, because he follows the rules.
Yeah.
Just like Mr. Honest Abe followed the rules.
Yeah, Mr. Honest. Oh, yeah, that's his whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, what a dumb, lame thing to be is honest.
Abe. But
Fucking grow up.
anytime you have
Who's honest?
like a moniker like that where it's like good old Jim.
Right.
Like you're
Never
usually
told a lie. It's like he exclusively lied.
Yeah, Honest Abe. He became U.S. president. He was the 16th president. He became president in 1861 in issuing the Emancipation Proclamation that declared forever free slaves within the Confederacy in 1863. He was a great orator, where he gave great speeches.
I think they were boring.
Yeah, in his inaugural address, he warned the South.
Oh, yeah.
You have no oath.
The Gettysburg address.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Well, I'm just telling you what I know.
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
You never
We're
let
going to
me
get to that.
finish.
I did. The great orator, in his inaugural speech, he warned the South, you have no oath registered in heaven to destroy the government, while I should have the most solemn one to preserve, protect, and defend it. Born on February 12th, 1809.
Okay, so we're not compatible sexually. But
No.
That's okay.
No. In Hardin County, Kentucky. Parents were born on indistinguished families, according to Lincoln's own account. He definitely did not come from a prominent family. So they were poor.
Okay.
He was born to poor families. So he was born in February 12th, 1809. He's the reason why we celebrate President's Day in February,
Interesting.
because of him and Thomas Jefferson. His mom died when he was 10. His dad died when he was 8. He grew up in a wild region with many bears and other wild animals still in the woods. He became a lawyer, and his law partner said his ambition was a little engine that knew no rest. He was team no sleep.
Hate those people.
Yeah, he was team no sleep.
Oh my God, I meant to tell you this because we were talking about it the other day. I fell out of bed.
Oh yeah?
We were just talking about how adults don't fall out of
Yeah,
bed.
and you fell out of bed.
I fell out of bed.
How did you fall out of bed?
I got silk sheets. And they're
Oh,
like
That's why she don't know he on a $5 bill. Oh, silk sheet Brit over here.
They're really slippery, and I was flipping over. You know, I was saying you got to do it like
Yeah.
a rotisserie,
Yeah.
but I lost.
While you were asleep?
Yeah, and I fell onto the
that's
ground, and
hilarious.
I thought of you the second I hit the ground.
Because my daughter is sleeping in her own bed right now.
Yeah.
And that's one of my worries, that she doesn't fall out of bed. But I bought these
bumpers.
Yeah, these bumpers. They're
Yeah,
like
I'm not getting
like
bumpers.
They're like bowling bumpers.
Yeah, I know.
So
I
they
used to have them.
Yeah, you just sit up
Because
there.
I used to fall out of my bed all the time. Yeah, no, I fell out of my bed, and you were the first person I thought about. I was like, fuck.
Oh my God! Usually I would have got a text like, "Oh my God, I just fell out of my bed."
Yeah.
But Lincoln, he would never fall out of bed. He was a big tall dude like me. He was 6'4". He married Mary Todd, and he had 4 boys. Only one of them lived to maturity.
So he's a bad dad.
Well, they died pretty soon.
No, I think that's
well, a lot of people
that's
didn't-
partially parenting for sure.
You know how a lot of people didn't live like a lot of people to be born back in those times. If you actually made it out of, especially as a woman, a lot of women died.
I would have loved to have lived during that time.
Yeah,
for just like 5 years.
Yeah.
Get me in and out.
If
you
you had a-
know,
if you had
like I'm here for about. It's been 28 years too long.
If you had a kid, you would probably died. So.
Well, I wouldn't have a kid.
Yeah. No.
Probably would have died during my abortion.
Yeah.
I would have died doing some hoe
Your
shit.
illegal abortion.
Yeah, I would have been in
'cause
the black neighborhood at the Planned Parenthood.
And Mary Singer would be like, "Not her. We want to keep this white baby.
Save the Aryan race."
But little would they know that was not a white baby
Yeah, no.
inside of Brittany. It would have been in the house, but it was not going to be. Oh, it wouldn't have been in the field, but it would have been in the house.
That's what I told my dad. I was like, "Dad, you know I'm gonna have a black kid, right? Like whenever I have a kid."
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm getting ready
to shoot it."
Like, we're gonna see how racist your heart really is, because there's nothing he wants more than a grandchild.
I mean, once the grandchildren come, it usually subsides all that.
But, no, I know, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, but when you get married again, but he got married.
Oh, when I get married again, you're like, when you do it the proper way,
No,
not the whore way,
No,
like you did it, Mateen.
yeah, I did a horror way.
Yeah,
there's no wrong way to have a kid.
No,
Unless
love is love, baby.
Love is
Sometimes
love,
it makes babies.
and you can if you can afford it, have it. So he married Mary Todd. They have 4 boys. Only one of them lived to maturity. The rest of the 3 of them died. He lost a race for Senate in 1858, but was such a great debater, it gave him a national reputation and won him the Republican nomination for president 2 years later. So he was like
Trump.
Barack Obama before
like
Barack
Trump.
Obama. Well, no, like when Barack Obama spoke at the Democratic National Convention as a state senator, like everyone was like, this guy is the guy. So he was so good when he ran this race. Everyone was like, who is this tall man who's so great at speaking? And 2 years later, he he became president.
Yeah.
He worked across the aisle, rallied most of the Northern Democrats for the Union cause. He says Northern Democrats because back in the day, most Democrats were Southern Democrats, and they were horrible people.
Yeah.
Was a gracious winner. He won re-election in 1864. He won the Civil War, but encouraged Southerners to lay down their arms and join speedily in the reunion. So the South wanted to become their own thing. Abraham Lincoln was like, no.
They're like, we've got the sweet flag.
Yeah.
They're
So,
we got free labor, a sweet flag.
Sweet flag.
Yeah.
And the thing about the Confederacy, which is hilarious to me, most people that were fighting for the Confederacy.
Mateen's black fact
of the day. Yes.
Fact.
Most people that were fighting for the Confederacy couldn't even afford slaves. So they were fighting just
to be racist.
Yes. They were like poor farmers.
Yeah.
They couldn't even afford a slave. His second inauguration, he said, with malice towards none, with charity for all, with a firmness in the right, as God gives to us the light. Let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up this nation's wound. Ooh. He wrote that and said that after his second inauguration. That was a speech. But sadly, we lost old Honest Abe. He was assassinated at the Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. by actor John Wilkes Booth on Good Friday, April 14th, 1865.
Not to toot my own horn, but I knew everything about Abraham Lincoln.
You knew all this stuff?
I feel like I said it in the beginning.
Well, you said some of this stuff. You said Wilkes Booth.
I feel like I hit every single important thing.
Yeah.
Gettysburg Address, good speaker, freed the slaves.
So you know why we say John Wilkes Booth?
No, Mateen, why don't you tell me?
Don't tell. So anytime someone's assassinated, you use their whole name.
Why?
So because you don't want to get them confused with anybody else.
With another John Booth?
Yeah. So there's so many John. So like Lee Harvey Oswald. Anytime.
Oh, interesting.
Like, you have.
But not now that there's all these school shooters, we can't keep track of that many names.
Well, no, it's usually assassination.
Oh, okay.
But usually, I mean,
are school shooters not assassins? Because the kids aren't
I guess
important.
It's too many. I mean, what school shooters? I can't think of.
I can't think of any. That's what I'm
so
saying.
Many.
There's
But
so many.
John Malcolm Muhammad, the DC sniper.
Yeah.
They use his name. No, I can't.
I guess they try to not give them press like at the name level because that's what those people
even the guy,
want.
but the guy that shot up the gay club, Abdul Mateen.
Yeah. What's his name? Columbine did it, right? That's the first one.
Well, that's the first prevalent one. But those guys.
I'm sure there was more.
Yeah, those are those first. Those are the. I don't know.
Columbine was
names.
like the big daddy that fucked everyone up.
Yeah, that's Dylan.
Dylan Klebold.
And Eric
I wonder what he's up to. Oh, it's
he's
two
dead.
people?
They killed themselves.
Oh, they did.
They did. Yeah.
Look at like their senior pictures. They looked like.
Yeah, why do they use those nice pictures for those guys?
Because it's the same person in both those pictures. Because they white.
Yeah, because they're white. Can we look up a picture of John Wilkes Booth? So there's this whole thing that John Wilkes Booth really didn't, because he broke his leg. So he jumped down from the balcony after he shot him and he broke his leg. And they think he died from his wounds. But there's also like a...
You don't think Lincoln had a fixer?
No. Because they couldn't find him. They found him dead. So that's his headshot.
Oh,
So
they found him dead.
yeah, because he bled out or whatever.
That's his headshot, and he got Lincoln with a headshot.
He got Lincoln with a headshot.
He got Lincoln with
So
a
this is like the
headshot.
equivalent of like some character actor like shooting the president.
Okay, let's think of a good character actor.
Like Steve Buscemi.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's
Shooting the
perfect
president.
because
Yeah. I mean, he had some notoriety, but he was drunk when he did it. He went in there, shot it, and that was like.
Do you think he was just fucking around? You think he was just doing like he had a bet with the boys?
No, I think he was drunk. It was like, I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fucking kill him.
Kill the president.
That's a crazy thing to just do drunk.
What's your middle name?
Rose.
Brittany Rose Schmitt.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought about going by that? No.
It's too much.
Brittany Rose Schmitt.
I would either go by Brittany Rose or Brittany Schmitt. And now it's too late in the game. People know
It's too
Brittany
late.
Schmitt.
So I was an actor before I started doing comedy. I was always Mateen Stewart, and when I started doing comedy, people were like, "Oh, you have your moniker? Like, you want to change your name?" But I have 4 names, so I wouldn't want to. I don't have 3 names. Most people have 3 names.
I want a sick name like Brittany Bryan or Brittany Butler, just like something.
Brittany
like,
Jordan.
Yeah, no. And the B's. It's the alliteration.
Oh, you
that
want the
I like.
alliteration?
Yeah.
Okay.
The alliteration's nice, but it's too late. I'm Brittany Schmitt. Remember, you're the one who, when I was going through my identity crisis, because I changed my name. Legally, my name is my ex-husband's name still.
Yes.
And I, on Instagram, was Brittany Rose because I was drinking rose all day, and that was my thing. And you're like, why do you not have Brittany Schmitt? And I was
No,
like,
you changed it to something else, too.
It was taken.
Brittany Schmitt was taken?
It's Brit for the longest
It was
time.
Brit, yeah.
And then it was very confusing.
Yeah.
It was like nobody would have ever.
So Brittany's Instagram was It's Brit. And I'm like, why the fuck are you It's Brit? Use your name. And she goes, oh, yeah, you're right.
No, I had thought of it before and it was taken. And then when I looked again when you said it, it wasn't taken.
She sent a fixer in.
I sent my fixer. I sent my mob boss. I sent my mob boss.
So now she's Brittany Schmitt everywhere because of me. Honest Abe, Mr. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president
what you thinking,
of
Mr.
the United
Lincoln?
States. He was an old Honest Abe, all right. And he said some real honestly racist things. Because why? Of course he did. Of course he did. He was a president of the
My
United
forever
States.
argument on this show is it was the times.
It was the times.
It was the times.
Lincoln may have freed the slaves, but he didn't want them to be equal to the whites or even hang out with white people, basically. In a debate with
He was like the Clippers owner.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, why do you bring them?
What was his name?
Donald Sterling.
Donald
Why
Sterling.
do you bring
You
them
can hang out with
to
them.
my game?
You can hang out with them. You can give them high fives, but you
But
can't.
do not bring them to my game.
Where the majority of them are on the court.
Yes. And talking about Magic Johnson. He has a.
He has it. Look at him.
And V Steviano.
Steviano.
Shouts out to V Steviano.
I wonder what she's up to now. I wonder if she's still wearing that visor.
She is wearing the V visor.
Yeah,
but
the V visor.
yeah, so Lincoln was like that. He was like, hey, I don't want them around me. I don't want them anywhere near me. Black people shouldn't even talk to white people. Here's a quote from Mr. Abraham Lincoln. I will say that then, I am not, nor even have been in favor of bringing about in any way the social and political equality of the white and the black races. Everyone applauded that I am not nor even, this isn't what he said, ever, have been in the favor of making voters or jurors of Negroes, nor qualifying them to hold office, nor intermarrying them with white people.
Not great, but if you're easing in the concept of equality, he's like, listen, we're not going to give them too much, but we are going to let them go.
I mean, he said he don't want to marry them.
Right?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
He's like, we're just going to let them out.
Let them out, but we don't want them.
But they're not going to get much.
We don't want them in our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
But no,
Let's build a Planned Parenthood for them first. He's like, first and foremost,
to get rid of them.
let's get
But here's the thing.
subsidized housing and a Planned Parenthood going.
He didn't want them married. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, even interracial marriage. So this is in 1865. 1860. It wasn't until like 90 years later where interracial marriage became legal. Like in 1954.
It's crazy how recent everything
Yeah.
is.
Like the fact that we are in this room talking to each other civilly as equals is crazy. Like if you told my grandmother when she was a child that this would be a day, she'd be like, nah. If you told Abraham Lincoln, he would shoot himself in the head.
When I leave here, I am gonna say you raped me.
And Mike's a witness.
Yeah, they won't believe
Him
us.
like, no, he didn't. Lincoln also once floated the offer to the Confederates that would allow them to keep slaves until 1900 if they surrendered. So he was like, yo, Robert E. Lee, bro. If you surrender, I'll give you 35 more years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did he surrender?
No, I mean,
No.
they didn't. They had to make them surrender. But it was a time where that was an offer on the table
Yeah.
when they were negotiating.
35 more years.
Yeah.
It's like 2 more generations.
Yeah,
of slavery.
of people.
Yeah.
And yeah, my grandmother would have been around that time, would have been born into slavery. Lincoln, she wasn't been born in, but she would have, my great grandmother, her mother would have been born into slavery. He said Lincoln was too nice to a point it got people killed. Okay. Lincoln's greatest flaw came out of his strength, which was generally liking people and not wanting to hurt them. He always wanted to give somebody a second or even a third chance. This weakness proved disastrous with George McClellan, who was the head of the Union Army for some months near the beginning of the war. Lincoln should have fired McClellan within the weeks of seeing how narcissistic and insubordinate he was. In parts, Lincoln didn't because at the time he didn't have enough confidence in his own understanding of military affairs. So this guy McClellan was a fuck up.
Yeah.
And Lincoln probably should have fired him.
Right.
But he was like, yo, man, like.
But I also like the guy writing about it being like his greatest strength, his only weakness was his greatest strength. Which
Yeah, this
is
is
like, see, it's like somebody bullshitting on their resume.
This is Doris Kern Goodwin. The
It's
book.
like, what's your weakness? It's like working too hard, trying to, like, it's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Whoever's writing it is a fluffer.
Yeah,
first of all.
this is
Lincoln's
Doris
fluffer.
Kearns Goodwin, author of the book about Lincoln interviewed.
Who
by the
cares?
Harvard
Anyway,
Press
it's
Review.
a fluffer. And that's not a good account. Basically, he's just a coward and he's not a good leader to be like, hey, you're fucking up. We need to replace you.
Lincoln didn't because at the time he didn't have enough confidence in his understanding of military affairs. He was still learning about how to wage war by going to the Library of Congress. So he's no Winston Churchill.
He's no
He's
church.
no.
At around this time, Winston's on his 6th book.
Yeah.
Winston's getting ready.
Well, Winston's not born yet, but like at this point.
No, Winston was in 1900. He was on his 6th book.
No, but this is 1860s.
Oh.
Winston was born in 1874.
Didn't you just say 1900 something?
No.
Oh.
The 1900 that's when that's the offer that he offered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's when Winston was on his 6th book.
Yeah, so he had to go to the Library of Congress and he was reading books on how to fight war.
Okay.
Like this is the president of the United States
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to fight war.
So that's
and-
why he had that big hat on. He had cliff
Yeah.
notes in there. He had cliff notes in
He
there.
had his cliff notes in
like,
his hat.
pulling him out. He's like, how to wage war.
So he's reading his book on military strategy. But in the end, it was his inability to hurt people that made Lincoln keep McClellan on for too long. As a result, battles were lost and thousands of soldiers died who might have lived had Lincoln fired McClellan earlier. I guess like a police officer that gives a guy a second chance.
Yeah.
And then that guy goes off and like kills a bunch of people.
Right.
Yeah. So that's essentially what was a flaw of Abraham Lincoln's. Abraham's relationship with Mary Todd was a subject of rampant rumors, which are difficult to sustain, as even the rumors from people close to Lincoln are likely biased. Mary Todd, according to the New York Times, she was not a great first lady, okay? She shopped too much.
Yeah, she killed all 3 of her kids.
No. So,
I mean, she was shopping too much. Why?
there's a lot of rumors about Mary Todd and Abraham Lincoln's relationship. According to the New York Times, Mary Todd was not a great first lady, okay? She was a compulsive shopper. She ran up huge debts that she tried to hide by falsifying bills and misappropriating federal funds.
Oh, yeah. She's
Oh
my
my
kind of
gosh,
lady.
she was.
This is why we owe China $3 trillion.
Yeah, she accepted lavish gifts from men, and then she lobbied her husband for patronage appointments on their behalf. Dude, so she was, I don't know why.
She's a fucking G.
Yeah.
Fucking G's move in silence like lasagna.
Can I see what Mary Todd Abraham looks like?
Yeah, she's
Mary
shopping.
Todd.
She's running up
She also
federal
has
debt.
she has a movie about her too, I think.
She's fucking. Oh, she's a toad. Mary Toad Lincoln.
Oh, no, it's Todd.
I know.
Oh,
but
which, God damn it! I don't know why I just tried to correct you. Oh my god! I think. Oh my god! These are the people who think they're the superior race. They don't have mirrors back then.
She just went off of all the.
Brittany just
dick
called her
she was-
Mary Toad Lincoln. Oh my
went
god!
off all the dick she was getting.
So she was emotionally unstable, and
She hid all of her feelings under that dress.
she was emotionally unstable with explosive temper, and she would always have these migraines. So she was. I mean.
So she was a pill popper.
Yeah. Yeah. And
This is my girl. This right here is my girl. Pill popping hoe,
But
running up debt.
She had. So this is about her. I don't know why.
Okay.
She had a lot of migraines, like really bad headaches.
She just needs some Botox.
It caused her to have all these issues. Have you ever had like? I had a migraine the other day, and I realized how easy it was to just chop my head off.
A migraine will make you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
A real good migraine will make you want to end your life.
Yeah.
And I usually want to end my life.
All the
But
time.
just like, if it feels like there's a blade going through my fucking brain,
Yeah.
I can't. My amygdala's out. I'm
Yeah.
done.
And not only did she has a lot of migraines, she had a debilitating menstrual condition.
Because she was getting too much dick. All
Yeah.
these guys were pushing
And
it
what
out
was
of her.
Most likely,
Endometriosis.
and she had bipolar. She was all over the place. She
Those
was
crazy
all over the
bitches
place.
that guys love.
Most scholars approached Mary Lincoln's shortcomings with compassion, excusing all of but the worst of her sins on her account of her traumas and mental illness.
Yeah.
A leading expert on Abraham Lincoln and a professor of Lincoln Studies at the University of Illinois at Springfield believes this sympathy is misplaced. So Mary Todd, a lot of people...
Mary Toad.
Mary Toad, yeah. A lot of people blame her for a lot of his issues. They say that she was a burning, scorching hell, the relationship was. And there is rumor that she played a role in the circumstances of his assassination, at least as far as people in the attendance.
No way.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
a
buy it. Why
Boes
would she want him assassinated? She's spending government money. She's spending tax dollars on Birkins. She's fucking sucking strange dick. She's popping pills.
Not only she's sucking strange dick, and they're like, "Yo, these guys want to fuck me, or they fuck me. You need to give them some fucking give them a job. Boos conspiracy on April 14th, 1865 was that the murder a number of top members of the Lincoln administration, including General Ulysses S. Grant, who was on the $50 bill and also was a president, was expected to attend the play with the president and his wife, Mary Todd. Grant and his wife were not fond of the First Lady, however, and declined Lincoln's invitation to the play, saying they were visiting family in New Jersey. They were not in New Jersey. Had Grant been there, he may have been assassinated as well, or is believed to even foil Booth's attempt. Something, that's some bullshit. That's
not true.
That's that whole fucking
Wilkes
Marky Mark
Booth
shit.
Fall right after he shot him.
Yeah, like that's all the whole Marky Mark shit where it's like, I would have stopped 9/11 if I was on that plane.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
who's to say Grant would have stopped fucking Booth from killing him? This is all conspiracy.
Hearsay.
Yeah, Lincoln was reportedly reluctant to attend the play at Ford's Theater, in part due to foreboding dreams. Foreboding dreams. So he was having dreams. Forbidding dreams. So
foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Forecasting.
Foreboding. It's foreboding. But he felt obligated to attend
No,
with his wife after
Forbidding.
General Grant turned him down his invitation. General Grant was like, "Nah, man, I ain't going because we don't fuck with your wife like that."
And he's having visions, and he's like, and then his
Yeah.
crazy wife's like, "We're going to the fucking
Yeah,
play."
I know.
She's like, "I got these tickets 3 months
I
ago
know.
from the guy whose dick I was sucking on the corner. We're going to the fucking play, dog."
Oh man, yeah. So
She just needed a break from her mental illness.
for her, yeah, she was bipolar.
Yeah.
According to CNN, he never displayed a visceral dislike of black people. That was a norm during the era. Lincoln was saw black clients in his law practice. Other historians have talked about how comfortable Lincoln seemed to be around black people, treating them as equals, shaking their hands, and answering letters from black soldiers seeking help during the Civil War. Lincoln was the first president to invite an African American and a number to a White House. He often greeted them with open arms and outstretched hands. Okay. There's also a well-known story of how Lincoln, as a young man, stumbled upon a slave auction in New Orleans and watched with disgust as bidders pinched the flesh of a black woman and made her trot like a horse and test her fitness. Lincoln reportedly said to a friend,
Lincoln's like $10.
I know. He's like, you guys only paid $5 for it? She's worth at least 10.
He's like, here's my face on a bill.
It wasn't quite there yet. Lincoln reportedly said to a friend regarding slavery, if I ever get a chance to hit that thing, slavery, I'll hit it hard. That's
slavery.
Slavery.
Yeah, if I ever get a chance to hit that thing, if I ever get a chance to hit that, as she's running around,
I'll hit it hard. Lincoln evolved in his public address for the first time in a public setting. Lincoln expressed his support for black suffrage, which is voting. This statement incensed John Wilkes Booth. So John Wilkes Booth didn't like that Lincoln wanted black people to vote, and he was.
I thought he didn't. I thought he wanted him to go back to Africa.
He did, but then he was like, he evolved a little bit.
Well, if they're gonna stay.
Yeah, he was like, if they're gonna stay, I want black people to vote, which ended up making John Wilkes Booth very upset because he was in the audience. Okay. He was in the audience when this was happening, and John Wilkes Booth vowed. He goes, "That was the last speech he will ever make." I don't know if he said it like
Just
that.
Just an out of work drunk actor.
Yeah.
Like half of Hollywood right
like
now.
He got very upset. And Booth made good on his threat 3 days later.
Cool.
So 3 days later after that, Booth was like, yo, Lincoln
boom.
gotta die. And he shot Lincoln in the face.
Gang
shit is all I know.
on.
All right, so that's Abraham Lincoln. He was a president of the United States, 16th president.
Scummy.
He was racist.
Yeah, he was racist.
He had a crazy wife. She was literally crazy. But I think
men love crazy bitches.
I know, because obviously everyone was trying to get with her.
Nobody's talking. That's why nobody's talking to me, because I'm so sane.
I will refrain from commenting. I'm glad you're sober now, which is good.
That's when they loved me.
Yeah.
That's when they loved me, because I was
real
fucking crazy. I was like, give me a 9mm and we'll talk. Like, I was like, I put that in a text message. I had someone bring it up to me the other day.
You're out of control.
I said, you know why your dick's so small? Because you took 3/4 of it and shoved it into your personality.
Oh wow, that is.
I ruined a guy's life with that.
Yeah.
He brought it up to me 10 years later.
Yeah, because
I think about that.
People don't forget shit like that. Like people don't forget.
I wish I had the balls to say that still.
This woman has been dead for years. And
yeah,
Abraham Lincoln has been dead.
She's a menace.
Yeah, and people remember shit that he said. Like the fact that we're bringing up that he was making racist jokes while he's signing the Emancipation Proclamation.
He was just trying to blow off some steam from his crazy wife.
People don't forget shit. So I mean, with all that taken in consideration, I'm not surprised that he was doing this. I think he didn't want to free the slaves. He wanted to keep the Union together. Confederacy did not want to be a part of America, and he wanted to keep America together. If the Confederacy was like, yo, we will keep the slaves, just give us 35 more years, Abraham Lincoln was cool with that. But the Confederacy was like, no.
Yeah. I think, we overhype him a little in terms of like how pure his intentions were for freeing the slaves. So I think that's where like the scumbaggery comes in. But because his views did evolve and he stopped being like, we got to send him back.
So where would you put him on our scumbag
That's
scale?
what I'm trying to get to right now. I'm trying to say everything. Like all the facts that are in my head right now, I'm trying to get them out right now. I feel like being slightly racist at a time when the country was like literally
the worst
ever.
Yeah.
And telling a racist joke here and there and having a crazy wife. I just don't think these things are that scummy. And I do think he ultimately ended slavery in America. He didn't end race. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the problem still persisted, but he made huge steps.
Actions.
He went to that slave market and he said, if I ever get a chance to hit it, I'm going to hit it
hard. Yeah.
He did.
That is a direct quote.
That is a direct quote.
Yes. But they said he was talking about slavery.
Of course.
I like they were like, the fantasy goes. That one time when he was in New Orleans, he saw this big booty ass slave.
Big booty slave.
And it didn't like how she was being treated. And he said, if I ever get a chance to hit it, I'm going to hit it hard.
Damn. He was packing too. Well, you don't know. Well, yeah, 6'4".
6'4". He should
But
be.
you never know.
Big hands.
You never know.
Well, you never know.
When
You would know.
You never know.
You would know more than I would know.
Of course I
Yeah,
would.
You've
I've done some
definitely-
field research and I've been shocked a few times.
That's always sad if you're like a big, tall dude and you don't, you're not.
That just happened to me.
Yeah.
With what's his name?
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like, what on earth?
But it's all relative though, right?
Skinny dudes pack anacondas, though.
Okay.
Like little shorties.
He was skinny.
Yes, I bet Abraham was fucking hung.
Hung, honestly.
I bet he was hung.
That's why his wife was so crazy.
Yeah.
So
She was
where?
dick sick. So I'm putting him on the scumbag scale pretty low.
Okay.
Because I don't see any glaring. Like, he didn't cause 3 million people to die.
A lot of people. Okay. Yes.
The war was not great. Like, how
yes.
many people did we lose in the war?
Millions.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know 1 million people were here back then.
Yeah.
I didn't even know 1 million people
I think
existed. The Civil War. How many people
did
died?
we lose in the Civil War? Let's see. Civil War.
On both sides.
They were losing. What does it say?
620,000. Not that many.
Well, okay, not that many. But if you look at the population,
That's not that many. I was going to say I didn't even know 1 million people were here.
I mean, yeah, that is
I
a
thought
lot.
there was like 5 people here.
But that is
and
a lot.
3 of them were racist.
To the population.
Yeah, okay. So, anyway, scumbag scale for me is going real low. Like the lowest ever, probably like a 32.
32?
Yeah.
You know what? It's so funny because I was going to go in the 30s too.
Yeah.
I was going to say 35.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Abraham Lincoln and we go to the things like, do we still stand for Abraham Lincoln?
Of course we do.
I still stand for Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
Like, even though the byproduct, his intentions weren't the purest, like you said, but the byproduct of his intentions made it so that black people were free.
Yeah.
So I don't see how I could be like, fuck Abraham Lincoln. You know what I
right.
mean?
And then he also like turned it around where he's like, he continued to evolve, which I like because like some people just get stuck where he's like, let's send him back to Africa. And then he's like, actually, maybe let's give him rights to vote. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like he continued to be like.
I would have been excited to see what he would have done if he didn't get killed.
Right.
But also I'm of the school is like what he did for with black people, like I feel like he had to die. Like they had to kill him.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want him to continue cuz he would have evolved if he evolved this much in that short period of time. His second term, he might have got a few more terms.
Right.
You know, he could have.
We needed to stunt.
Yeah.
We needed to be stunted.
So yeah, I mean, I would go 35.
Yeah, I think he's pretty low.
Because he's
So
he's
not
Abraham
that
Lincoln.
scummy,
You know, he's
yeah.
honest. He's Honest Abe. He
Honest
he
Abe.
wasn't a perfect person, but like I said, he was a president that set the ball movement for black people to be free in America. So I mean, for that, I'm a stand. I stand with him.
I stand. I stand with old Abe.
Yeah, he's one of the presidents that are on money. He's on the $5 bill. Okay, so we've all had said some. You know, you said some wild shit.
Of course.
We've all said some wild shit. Is it some like wild shit that you've said in your life that you like completely the opposite of right now?
100%.
Okay, what's an example?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No, I was like, I don't know. When I was young, I was brainwashed. Like, my family was very conservative, and I was raised. I didn't know anything except for what I was raised by, and then I like got out into the world, and I was like, oh. I literally didn't know until I was 18 that you couldn't say the N-word.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
No,
like I was raised in a home where it was like
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It's ignorance.
Yeah, it's just you're so like you.
It's who you're raised
You are
around.
a product of who raises you,
Yeah.
and I was raised very sheltered, and I didn't know anything, and I would like rap and say the end like I just all the time. It was like very casual to me.
Yeah.
I didn't have any idea about anything.
Yeah.
I just didn't know, and so it's like. Yeah, I was a fucking idiot for a long time, and I talked like an idiot.
It's ignorance.
Yeah, it's like I said things I would never say today.
Yeah.
But it's like I even feel bad saying that out loud now because I'm just
and I can see your face change about it, and I know it's very difficult to talk about certain things, and especially when it comes to race, but like I don't fault anyone that grew up racist. and there's like if they're not racist anymore. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
it's not that I was racist. It's that I didn't. It's not like I had like the heart of a fucking racist.
but it's ignorant.
person.
But like,
yeah.
the prejudice and everything. You
Right.
just
It's
didn't know.
not like
It's just ignorance.
I just didn't fucking know.
Yeah. Like you didn't
So-
hate black people.
No. I didn't know.
Yeah, you just.
I just thought it was way more cash.
Yeah.
Thought the N-word was a little more cash.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. You grew up in Wisconsin, not around a lot of black people.
I saw one black person until I turned 18. There was one black kid at our school, and that was it.
And you called him black kid? No.
No, I didn't call him anything. I didn't talk to him.
He was just number 25 on the basketball team.
No, he didn't even play basketball. He was special needs.
It's so. So here's the thing, right? We have lived two completely different lives, and the juxtaposition of our relationship is so funny at times. But like, you grew up around all white people in Wisconsin. I grew up around all black people in Detroit, like all black people. Like we had, I can name the white teachers that I had in my life. I've had 3 white teachers in my whole life. I've had no white classmates ever. I've never had a white person in a class with me. And so like for my whole life, I was never around white people. I went to a black college too. So yeah. So for me, I think I changed the opposite. Cause like I'll never fucking date a white woman.
Yeah.
Like never. Like, no, I'm never. Like, no, I'll never do that. No. Black. Like so that was just like very like anti-white woman.
Yeah.
Like being with a white woman and just like, it's so horrible. But I mean, that came from my parents and my mother who grew up in Tuscaloosa, Alabama,
Right.
where she went to a segregated school.
Right.
So she had reason to be like, stay away from the white devil. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then I went to Australia, and these white women started paying attention to me. And I was like, okay. Where has this been all my life?
A little white sugar.
But yeah, I
A little Splenda.
yeah, I opened up that realm to
Pandora's box.
yeah, and you know, without a white woman, I wouldn't have my first black president. So, which is true.
You are so stupid.
And also, I wouldn't have my granddaughter. But my daughter she's like almost half white.
Yeah.
Because of like how the genetics work. So those are some things that we changed racially.
Yeah, you get out there and you realize there's a lot more going on.
Yeah, I used to be a lot more homophobic too.
Oh yeah, well that's big in
Yeah,
the
I used
black
to be.
community.
Yeah,
Homophobia
homophobic.
is, like,
Yeah, I
wild.
grew up, in churches and saying that gay people are gonna go to hell or whatever, and yeah, hell's not even a real place to me. But
Hell is right here,
yeah,
right now.
in West Hollywood. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I love all my gay brothers and sisters.
We're just gonna get canceled in the last 5 minutes of this
No,
podcast.
we're
It's
not.
a fucking hotbed for us.
No, this is the stuff we need to talk about.
I know,
The
it's
things
just-
that make us uncomfortable
I
because you
know.
change, you
I
evolve as
know.
people, and who we are in our younger days doesn't necessarily mean who we are today.
Right, it's like Abe.
yeah,
Like Abe.
And that's what he did.
He was
And
like,
that's-
send it back to Africa. He's like, actually, let's give him rights to
yeah.
vote.
Let's give them right to vote. So here's a call to action for all our listeners out there. Are you still pro Lincoln after hearing all this? I mean, we are.
Yeah, we stand for Lincoln.
We stand for Lincoln.
Stinking Lincoln. Sir, man.
Stinking Lincoln. Great car too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how the
The
Lincoln is.
Mercury.
Yeah, well, the Lincoln is made by Ford.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He got shot at the Ford Theater. That's our show today. If you're enjoying Scumbags of History, prove you're not a scumbag and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you're listening. And subscribe now for future episodes. We're Mateen Stewart.
And Brittany Schmitt.
We'll see you next week, scumbags.
See ya.
Yeah.